You're live, it says. You're live, it says. Is that true? Is it true? Is it true? Let's fix the angle a little bit. Come on. There. I missed. I made it worse. I made that worse, but that's par for the course. Par for the course. We're making it not great. Hello, Pisces, if you're there. Hello, Pisces everywhere. Wonder if my mod's gonna show up. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Is my mod here? First of all, is there audio? Can people hear me? If you're in the chat, say hi. Let me know that you can hear me. Because if you can't hear me, that's totally screwed. So if anybody's in the chat, if you guys want to, tell me that you're alive and that you can hear me, that would be great. And if I'm just waving my arms for no reason, hey, no bueno, no bueno. I see numbers, but I don't see any typing. Anybody, please let me know if you can hear me. Because if you can't, this is totally screwed, and I'm going to have to change my setup. Nothing? If you can hear me, please say something. I see numbers. Okay, I see from my mod that there are people here, but I can't see you in the chat. What the fuck? That's not cool, man. Why can't I see you guys? Hold, please hang tight. I will be with you guys in this. If anybody, anybody, just like a hello, an emoji, something like that. Because I don't understand why I can't see. That doesn't make any sense. And that might mean I need to change the setup because that's crap. Wow. What if I do that? Oh. Really? Okay. I had to remove I had to pop the chat out. That's annoying because that's just annoying. Annoying. Okay, so I can see you guys now. Good. Good, we made it. Well, yeah. Ah, Sissy, you're here. And my number one mod. My number one mod is here as well. What's up in there? Hi. Hi, everybody. That's annoying as hell. I don't like that. Thank you, Sissy. I got you. All right, so you guys can hear me. I can finally see you. Welcome to the live Pisces tarot reading. Hello, everybody. Thank you for your patience with this. This is a new setup, new camera. Hi, new laptop. This whole thing is new. So Pisces is my initiate for this whole session. So yay, Pisces. Oh, that kind of 12th house endings and new beginning. All right, so to start off, we're going to do a general reading for Pisces right now. I hate that I have to look here. It's so weird. I'm going to start off with the general for Pisces, and then we'll get into everybody's individual questions. If you're a Pisces in the chat, say hi, put your question out there. My mods will hopefully keep an eye out for me and let me know who's up first. But we're going to start with the general energy. Everything's been meditated on. So let's just see which deck is going to be yours, Pisces, for your general reading to start. All right. Yeah. Cool. All right. And happy birthday to all the Pisces who are out here today. I know some of the people in the chat are not Pisces. This card is upside down in this deck. That's weird. Oh, everything is so weird today. Anyway, happy birthday to you, Pisces. Whenever you guys are celebrating, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I have 2 Pisces in my life. Got to get some gifts. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right, let's get into it. General overview for Pisces right now during Pisces season. Guys, if you're there in the chat, again, interact with each other, say hi to each other. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And general messages for Pisces right now during Pisces season. Some general messages to start us off tonight, please. General messages to start us off for Pisces season. Thank you. Woo! Let's get into it. How's everybody's Saturday? Had a wonderful breakfast. It was not the AM when I had that meal. Ooh, the world. One more card, please. And, oh, Three of Swords. Okay, Pisces, what's up? Guys. Ace of Swords, the world, and the Three of Swords. Pisces. Getting really honest with yourself about like certain endings and certain transitions in your life. You want to end certain phases or move on from certain things. I feel like there's a closure, and particularly with the Three of Swords. For some of you, it's going to be a closure in a romantic situation, but more to the point, it's the closing out of feeling this heartbreak, of feeling this disappointment. It feels like, you know, Pisces is getting a little tough, it feels like, which is good. I love it when you're tough, Pisces. I really do. That's when I like you. Not when I like you guys the most, but I find a lot of joy when Pisces gets a little rowdy. But this feels like definite resilience. Like, I don't want to suffer any more failures. I don't want to suffer any more setbacks. You might be telling people, you know, some really strong, harsh. They're like, maybe not. But you're giving people home truths, or you're giving them to yourself. This is definitely a time for you to possibly be honest with yourself. Some of you might be taking some trips, right? More than anything, this is about resilience and being able to move on from something that hurt you, something that disappointed you. Might be a person that disappointed you, if not the circumstances in your life. I feel like a really big glow up for several is on the horizon, and that's beautiful. What's it pertaining to? I want to know. What's the glow up about? What is Pisces moving on towards? What is Pisces going towards? What is Pisces going towards? I can grab it. It almost flew a little too far, but I can get it. There it is. All right, Temperance. Very good. So Sagittarian energy, world card associated with the fixed signs as well as Capricorn. So fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. There's like, I feel like for many of you Pisces, you've been through like a trial by fire. Like, you've been through some really tough shit. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and pry all day about it because it feels like really personal, or it feels very emotional. But I think you recognize more than anything in yourselves, Pisces, that you're going into a new phase in your life. You may have worked hard for it. You may have to speak your piece to get this phase started, or to end that previous chapter. But ultimately, I think, because the way I've laid this down on the board, I've put the Ace of Swords, the World card, the Temperance on one side, and this Three of Swords is being isolated. So this heartache, this disappointment, in some cases, maybe there was a third party situation, right? If there was some type of, you know, fuckery that you were dealing with, I think you're really moving away from that. Or you're going to address that fuckery. You're going to meet it head on and really put it to bed. So Pisces is coming out strong with just the general overview. That's really good. Beautiful. I hope that works out for you. All right, so that's your little general overview, just a nice little warm up for us here tonight. Again, if you're a Pisces and you're in the chat, say hi. Let my mods know you're here. Ask your question, and I will answer it. Let me go ahead and put this over to the side. And let's see. I need glasses, for God's sakes. I'm getting old. Oh, thank you very much, Anaya, for keeping on. Oh, thank you, Anaya. Any Pisces in the house tonight? If not, we're going to go on to the next section. If you're a Pisces, go ahead and ask your question. And by the way, thank you all for staying and hanging out. That would be great. That would be great. That is great. My bad. I see Dawn is here. Dawn's been putting in the emojis. Dawn, are you here? Do you have a question? Ah, ain't that something? I'm trying to see if I could get Sissy as a mod. Your Venus is in Pisces. Shall I allow it? Shall I allow it? Will I do it? Probably. Because I'm a nice lady. Because I'm a very nice lady. Moon Goddess. Go ahead, ask your question. I'll allow it. We'll go for it. There can only be one mod. There has to be more. I see. Now we got to get Sissy as a mod. I think I can do it this way. Add moderator. Boom. I've bestowed Sissy with the power. Oh, look at you two. Look at y'all are just like bang, 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 bang. So sharp with it, so on point with it. Will you meet someone new after your move? All right. We will ask that question on your behalf, Moon Goddess. I'm into it. And Divine Empress, hello, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. Is that what this is called? Live stream, live, whatever. So, Moon Goddess's question. I'm presuming you're female, so if you're not, I apologize. But will Moon Goddess, yeah, we'll go with the Vanessa Tarot. And thank you all for joining tonight. If you're a Pisces and you have a question, go ahead and ask it in the chat. My mods will keep a track of it for me. And we'll get to you as soon as we're done. With this current question for Moon Goddess, will she meet someone new after her new move? Again, thank you for coming out, guys. Oh, Moon Goddess, will she meet someone new after her new move, All right, let's see. Where I'm gonna get it. Ooh, I gotta use my foot. Oh, I got it. That was easy. Tell you guys, don't work in tight spaces. All right, 4 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. I don't know what you know about tarot, but that's pretty promising already. One more for Moon Goddess, please. Will she meet someone new after her move? Will Moon Goddess meet someone new after her move? Girl, go ahead. Get it. Yes. 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 Yes and yes and yes and yes. 4 of Wands. Ace of Cups with the figure that looks a little bit like Michael Jackson in his heydays. Or no, not his heydays, his later days. And the Empress. I'm so silly. Empress, secondary major for Libra and Taurus. Maybe they're a Libra, maybe they're a Taurus, maybe because you're a moon, actually, you're a Pisces moon, so maybe you're a Libra or Taurus. But 4 of Wands, that's that home that you're building for yourself. That's that foundation that you're setting out upon, going on this move, right? Maybe you have a good friend of yours that's helping you. Got the 2 female figures on the card, but beyond that, I feel that your move is very prosperous. You know what I mean? Emotionally speaking, with the Ace of Cups right next to that 4 of Wands, you're probably like, if you haven't found the place where you're going to live, I feel like you're going to find a place that's just like, mwah, like perfect. Like this is the perfect house for me, or the perfect condo, whatever you're doing, or the perfect city, the perfect town, whatever it is. I do feel you're going to be truly overjoyed or feeling very contented with the actual physical place that you're moving to. In terms of meeting a new person, I feel that the opportunity is there with the Ace of Cups. You're open. If you're not open, get open. Go ahead and start to, think in these ways. Not become romantic, but I feel like either your desire to meet someone is so strong you're bound to attract someone. I just feel like you're in like a good, quote unquote, a good mood to really get out there and socialize. I'm seeing like parties, going out and catching great meals, seeing some shows, doing whatever you want to do, getting involved in the community. There's a lot going on there. And I'm getting a lot of that actually coming from this Empress card. Empress is very much a single lady, right? You or whoever you're meeting. And they're free. They're free to meet. They're free to mingle. They're free to take on any oncomers if they choose to, or remain by themselves, chilling out. There's no like rush with the Empress card. I want to see more about the Empress card because that could be you or that could be the person you're attracting. And if you're attracting the Empress, no gender or anything like that, because males can, if you're into men, by the way, males can encompass this Empress energy. The Empress energy is not, I was shuffling that upside down, my bad, is really not fussed. Like they can be very alluring, they can be very sexual, they can be very an ideal partner, but it's not out of need, it's out of want. It's purely out of want. So either that's you or that's the person that you're attracting. Clarify the Empress. Give me more on the Empress, please. If I drop every freaking card tonight, I'm gonna be so fucking annoyed. It's like run underneath, so hold on a second. Fingertips. There we go. Universe, world card. And these, oh, sorry about the focus, by the way. Will you focus? Can you do it? There you go, a little bit better. But the point of the matter is still the same. This person, you or them, perhaps both of you together, very accomplished, ending certain cycles, beginning new cycles. That could definitely talk to you taking this move. Again, universe, aka world card associated with fixed signs. So you got two potential with the Taurus. So Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio, possibly. Also Capricorn, since it's the universe card. Whoever this is, or you, very attractive. Like ridiculously attractive, very good looking. Okay. If not very good looking to, the world at large, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But there's something like strong chemistry with whoever this is. Maybe darker hair, possibly. But ultimately, I think you or them or both of you are in a position to take it or leave it, which may or may not, be exactly what you want to hear. But I think that makes a person more attractive, someone who doesn't need you, somebody who wants you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So if you don't know this person now, I'd say you'd meet them while you're out socializing, possibly while you're traveling or as soon as you arrive. There's something about while being busy, because that's the thing about the Empress. The Empress energy is domestic, but also keeps busy. Like she's not a lazy Empress, even though she's just like, lounging around in the card. Often she's depicted as someone who lounges, but she got to that place of being able to be cool and relaxed and, come what may, because she works hard. So it's either you or the person that you're attracting. Looks good, Moon Goddess. If you don't meet anybody, please don't shoot me. Give it some time. But it looks super auspicious. It looks super, super, super possible that you're going to meet somebody of substance, okay? All right. Hopefully that helped you. And I keep looking over there. I'm looking at myself because I'm vain. I should be looking there. I hope that helped you. Let's go ahead and catch up. Will you meet someone new? Divine Empress, you're very welcome. Oh, thank you guys for being great moderators. You're the best. You're the best. And Moon Goddess, you're very welcome. If there's anyone else in the chat who happens to be a Pisces and you have a question for me, go ahead and ask it. If not, we're going to move over to the next segment. Segment? General message, I guess is what you would call it, a general message. I'm so mad about this pop-out chat. It's like so annoying to me that I had to do this. YouTube, I curse thee. No, I'm kidding. And guys, if you haven't subscribed or if you haven't liked, please do so now if you like the content, if you're enjoying yourself tonight. What do I normally do after the general? Finances? I think I usually do finance and career. I think that's what I do after that. So we're going to jump into that. Again, if you guys have a question, go ahead and pop it out into the chat for me. Go ahead and tippity type it up. Career and finances for Pisces. Which deck, please? Ooh, is that right? Ooh, we're going to go Zombie Tarot. Zombie Tarot. An all year round deck. Oh, look who's on the top. Moon card, Pisces. I need to use this deck more often. But sometimes I think it's like too creepy. Sydney, hello, how are you? Zombies. Yeah, man, zombies. I like this deck a lot, but it's almost like too Halloweenish, too ghoulish to use all year round. But I need to maybe, release that a little bit. Finances and career for Pisces. Finances and career for Pisces. What am I going to have for dinner? I would love some pho. That's really what I want. But alas, I'm not going out. Finances and career for Pisces. This is the last one. There we go. That's not dinner, Anaya. It's not dinner at all. I'm jealous. I am jealous. Remember that. But that's not dinner, my friend. Finances and career for Pisces. Ooh, I see. Oh no, with the shuffling. Finances and career for Pisces. There we go. 3. Come on, man. What's this about? I mean, listen, that happens when you do, readings for a specific sign. You will get repeating cards, but here we go again. 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the 9 of Hazards, aka 9 of Pentacles. All right, Pisces, this could be where some of that 3 of Swords energy was for some of you at the top, at the general reading to begin with. The 4 of Wands, again, we're talking about your home, your stability, your foundation, the place where you live, or in this case, your workplace, perhaps. And then the 8 of Cups. Not happy, not pleased, disenchanted. Many people are feeling like they're giving me that phrase, the home is where the heart is, but the home is where the heart is not, or the heart not is what they're saying. The home not is. So basically, if you felt very comfortable in your job up until this point, if you felt fulfilled, you no longer do, and you're definitely wanting to leave. However, there's a resistance to that, and or some type of inability to do so. Because if you look at the 8 of Cups, if you look at oh god, I can't even talk. If you look at the artwork, you've got this woman with the damn focus. You've got this woman who, she's in a parking lot, right? There you go. I got to block my face out. That's how you see it. All right, so you see the woman in the parking lot. She's got her bag. She's ready to go. And we could presume that yellow car is hers. She wants to get out of this, shopping mall or whatever, but she can't. There's a fucking zombie blocking her way. So there's something that blocks you from progressing to something more, or something more fulfilling in terms of your finances or your career. Could be a person is in your way, literally. With the zombie that's crawling in front of the car, there could literally be someone who stands in your way, who isn't hiring you, isn't interviewing you, doesn't want you to leave. Thank you. That's more the point. Doesn't want you to leave. Because, also going back to this 4 of Wands, if we look at the artwork on that, that's a crazy household right there. There's a lot of shit going on in the house, or AKA your foundation, your security. So in your workplace, there's a lot going on, a lot of hoopla, a lot of people, a lot of responsibilities and obligations. So the timing could be off to leave, to progress. But I get this sense of go, progress, more, not being fulfilled. The object that you want, or the purpose, maybe not the purpose, but your goal is to be fulfilled. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Hazards. 9 of Pentacles is a super financially stable and secure person. They don't, they're not wanting for much, or rather, they're not worried. When you're in the Nine of Pentacles, you don't have to worry. So some of you, you want a bonus, or not a bonus, you want to raise, you want to get into a job that pays you more, but something is in the way here. What's blocking Pisces? Because I could, and that kind of speaks to what the general was about, this progression of this idea of moving. And even Moon Goddess's question was about moving, right? And getting on with things. Pisces is like, I'm too through with this position where I'm at. So let's see what's blocking Pisces. Why can't Pisces get further along in their career or their finances? What blocks Pisces in their finances or their career? What is blocking Pisces in their finances or their career? Okay. It's a person. King of Swords. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with an air sign. A boss. Someone who's in control. Somebody who has a way about them in terms of their communication. This person, I mean, if you can kind of get the artwork down, might be an old boy, old boys club kind of attitude. Rigid. Inflexible. Not a compromising person, they could be a negotiator. They could be very good at negotiation, but it's hard to get them to budge. It's hard to get them to compromise. It's hard to get them to, in some cases, see your point of view, see your value. This person might be taking credit for your work, and they don't even realize that they do it. Something like that. So literally, in some of your cases, there is a person who doesn't want you to leave your job. That can happen sometimes. Oh, you put in so much great work here, Pisces. We love you. You're so valuable here, et cetera, et cetera. And it's just like, but I gotta go. You don't pay me enough for this, that, and the other. Or you're not, paying me enough that it shows and reflects my value. This person, for some reason, is not going to budge on that. Could be because of budget issues. Or going back to the busyness of the Four of Wands and how some of you might have a lot of responsibilities in your home life or ties and obligations to the home. Could be, a husband, a wife, a roommate, whoever. And you're just like tied to other people's shit. Your desire to act in your own behest is blocked because of other people's shit. Sorry. Okay. That's your finances and career. I hope that gets better. I hope that gave you clarity. Yikes. We're moving right along. Only 30 minutes in. Woo, woo, woo. What have I missed? What happened in the chat? So we had a question come in from Venus Kamal. Hi. All right. So I have made a few online connections recently and am wondering if there is a malintent on any of their parts towards what's going on. I gotta be worried. So I'm gonna get to that question in a second. Will be next. And then, okay. And then Cindy has a question after that. Okay, so we'll get into Venus's question. I'm gonna call you Venus or Kamal. I'll call you Kamal. How about that? I got this deck like last week. I'm in love with it. It's so cool. Might even be my favorite deck as of late. You would think the zombie deck, this deck, you would think I'm into Halloween. I don't like Halloween. I don't care about that day at all. So, for Kamal, online connections, recent connections, any malintent coming towards Kamal from the online connections. Online connections, any malintent coming towards Kamal? Malintent. Cool. Let's get it. Any malintent? Whoa. I keep dropping every card. It's so ridiculous. I've never dropped this many cards. Ooh, the devil. We'll see. We'll see. Malintent. Ooh, you got 2. You got a total of 4. You got me. 5 of Cups. The devil. King of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Maybe. All right. 5 of Cups. That's that caution coming from you. That's that, I don't know. That's that, I don't know energy, right? She looks a little like, what am I going to do here? What's happening here? What's going on down in this wine cellar? Why am I down here in this nightgown? Whatever. But there's this caution. The five of Cups isn't necessarily always about caution, but in tandem with everything else, there's just like this should I, shouldn't I energy. Will I, won't I energy. Next to it, the devil. Card of Capricorn, could be dealing with a Capricorn. Temptation. This person or people, you said connections, plural. So these people could be very tempting, probably physically attractive in some type of way, carnally attractive, some type of sexual je ne sais quoi, okay, is there. And that could overshadow it, or there's like this too good to be true kind of thing that comes through with these two together, this 5 of Cups and this devil energy. It's like a trust your judgment, trying to see if you should trust your own judgment. But that 5 of Cups is giving me like, the 5 of Cups is like, I want to do something. I don't want to be where I am, or being in this situation as it is right now is dissatisfying. So there is this like pull to get out of the current circumstances, but is what you're going towards something worthwhile, or is it the devil or the devil in disguise, something like that? So maybe, if so, I think it's answered over here what the malintent might be. King of Wands and the 7 of Swords. King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but could be. And the 7 of Swords. Deceit, dishonesty, or secret keeping. I mean, okay, not literally. And God forbid if it was literal. If it was literal, we don't need to be on 2020. But there could be like some quote unquote like dead bodies in this person's background. If that's the case, I think that's what's coming across more, is that there's a lot that you're not being told. There's a lot more information to be discovered or discussed. This person, if I'm honest, I feel them mostly in the devil energy and this King of Wands energy. Very masculine, very handsome or attractive in some type of way. Virile, sexually, like got sexual prowess. Okay. I don't think this person is a slump in the bedroom, and that could be used as a mask. That could be used to deflect. Thank you. 7 of Swords, deflection. I don't want you to know certain things. So let me go ahead and pull out my charming side, my flirtatious side. There could be an avoidance, thank you, with the 7 of Swords, an avoidance of certain conversation, an avoidance of certain topics. Is this malintent? If you want trust, truth, honesty up front, yes. If that doesn't bother you, maybe not. Let's see what's hidden with the 7 of Swords and the King of Wands. Because there's definitely something like not being given outright. Something is in the shadows. What's in the shadows? What's the secret here for Kamal? What's the secret? What's being hidden? Fucking hell with these cards. I swear to God. I can't stand this. Okay, so please disregard my tantrum. I've never had this many cards fall in any of the lives I've ever done. But what's being hidden? Queen of Swords. Wife, maybe. Divorced partner, because the Queen of Swords is often the divorced woman. Is a divorcee. Is a bitter woman. Could be a very scorned ex in the wings, or a baby mama in the wings, baby father in the wings, whatever. But somebody is in the wings and they might be watching your situation. Because I mean, if you kind of look at the gaze of this person, or the look of, well, I think in this deck I think all of the swords characters are portrayed as devils. Please focus, you bastard. Come on in. There you go. You can see. There she goes. Like she's like creepily looking at us. So somebody could be watching this exchange, or keeping tabs on the person you're getting to know. The Queen of Wands isn't about spying per se, but swords in general are about digging for truth or analyzing. So if anything, I think there's just like this entanglement of past people or past circumstances, or could be dating more than, you could be dating multiple people at a time. If I were to look at all three of these together and assume that Mr. King of Wands here is the viable candidate, you've got three different female characters in his vicinity. So a lot of irons in the fire, let's say. So if you're not cool with secrets and or other people in the picture, that would be a problem. That would be your malintent. Okay? Love you. You're my favorite. Thank you, Kamal, for your question. Hopefully that helped. And I hope to God I'm not. Well, first of all, we're going to talk. I want to know what's going on. All right, let's see. What am I catching up on? I need glasses. I got my eyes checked 2 years ago, and I need glasses now. Will the truth of deception come to light, from Cindy? Is that my next question, I think? Stay with us. Hope you're having a good Thank you. Desktop. Thank you for the emojis. We need the tea. Okay. Cindy is next. Okay. Cindy's question. Will the truth of deception come to light? Cindy, are you still here? My mods are pushing your question towards me. Thank you, Kamal. Thank you for coming. You're my favorite. Don't take offense, Sissy, by the way. You're both my favorites. Because, that other one we just don't know, Cindy, awesome. So the question was, will the truth of deception come to light? I mean, my guess is it should, but let's find out for sure. Which deck for Cindy, please? Will the truth of deception come to light? Which deck for Cindy, please? Ooh, okay. Line Strider. And again, thank you all for coming out tonight. I enjoy doing these. The purpose of the new setup is maybe I'll do more lives more regularly. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Because a girl works full time, and I don't know if I could do this like every week. But maybe. Maybe. All right, for Cindy, will the truth of deception... What was the question? How is it phrased? Will the truth of deception come to light? Will the truth of deception come to light? I hope so. This Mercury retrograde has been doing a number on people in terms of deception and masks and all that kind of stuff. And it's been a Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So hopefully, but let's find out. Truth of deception come to light for Cindy in Cindy's situation. Truth of deception come to light. Thank you. Let's get 3. Hopefully, none of these cards fall to the floor. For Cindy, will the truth of light come to, will the truth of deception, thank you, will the truth of deception come to light? Truth of deception come to light for Cindy. I should give up, right? I should give up caring if these cards fall to the floor. They're just going to keep doing it. So I might as well just like give it up. Will the truth of light, or the truth of the deception come to light for Cindy? Truth of deception come to light for Cindy. Yeah, man, these repeating cards. 8 of Cups and the Chariot. Let's see what that first card was. Judgment in reverse. Yes. Quick answer for you, Cindy. Yes. Judgment in reverse. Secondary major arcana for Scorpio. 8 of Cups. And the Chariot, major arcana for Cancer. Could be dealing with Scorpio or Cancer, but you don't have to be. Judgment, maybe this is someone realizing they made the wrong judgment call, or a judgment is reversed if we're talking something in the legal sense or something in some official capacity. This could be a reversal of fortunes. This could be, am I good? Am I good? I thought I saw some buffering. Everything's good? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, mods. Appreciate you. And Cindy, thank you very much. All right, so a reverse of fortune, a reverse of a certain decision. Someone may reverse their position, their understanding, or their opinion. And the interesting thing about this judgment card, I'm going to turn it up right just so you can see it. The judgment is wearing a mask, but the mask is coming off. Slowly but surely, it's coming off. So slowly but surely, the truth of the matter is likely to come out, or people, if not the full truth, whatever this is involving, feels legal because of the judgment thing, but it doesn't have to be, but it feels very heavy. And it could be a reluctance to admit the full truth, or the full truth to be exposed would be like super explosive. So like the weight of this, like if you're expecting like fireworks or like a big display, or for something like to be a huge revelation, maybe it won't go that way. It might be really subtle. It might be very quiet. It might be very hushed, especially if it's like legal. Like if there's some change in a decision, there might be what's that word? Oh, I can't even think of it. This is not the right word, but there might be like a clause or something where, it can't be fully expressed what has changed. Could it be a drop of charges if this is, about some legal trouble? Could be someone was charged with something, but now that charge is gone and the case is thrown out. Ultimately, though, it really feels like a changing of the path, like a turning around. 8 of Cups. I think somebody has to go and pack their bags, or somebody has to get out of town, or somebody has to, and I'm saying has to. I don't know if they'll be told you must leave, but there is like this feeling of someone has to be removed from something, it feels like. Either they choose to do this themselves, or they're told, you got to go. Either they're the one who was deceitful, or they're the one who is quote unquote the bad guy, or I don't know. This person feels, number one, lonely, but that's kind of on the nose, right? With the artwork. But this person feels alone or lonely or rejected, but possibly it's what they deserve. There's guilt here. Somebody leaves a situation with a guilty conscience, maybe. Chariot, again, major arcana for Cancer. So this could come out in Cancer season, which starts late June going into July. So that's a little bit of ways away, maybe. But I don't normally tell time in tarot, so please don't hold on to that too much. But regardless, this gets situated with Judgment and the Eight of Cups. That gets situated, and now sort of the flow of the situation, the people involved, the energy that's been wrapped up in this begins to flow more, moves on to a healthier space, healthier place. Someone is set free, literally, well, literally, figuratively, rather. Well, no, literally, because I did say there is possibly something here to do with the courts or law. So possibly someone is set free. That could be it. If someone is like, just I don't know. I'm not looking at the chat, so I have no idea if I'm on track or not. But if someone is like pending a court case or pending charges and they're not released on bail, you're sitting in jail waiting for your court date. So between now, what is this, March, right? March, April, May, June, July, 3 to 4 months waiting to be set free because the charges are dropped. And it feels like it should be more celebratory, but there is this like this feeling of like a gray cloud is hanging over the situation even after we arrive to the Chariot, which allows us to move forward. So that might be that bitter taste left in someone's mouth over lies and deceit. Could be the bitter taste left in someone's mouth if they had if they waited in prison or waited in jail knowing that the charges against them were trumped up or false in some type of way. Like that's not something you easily get over. So I do feel it will eventually come out. However, the time it takes and how deep or impactful this situation was, it's not going to be like the most jovial time. It's going to be very difficult to kind of rally and get back out there and sort of start over again. I think you understand the Eight of Cups. I don't necessarily understand the Eight of Cups, but I think you understand who that person is or what this, energy of being told to go away or feeling like you have to remove yourself is. I think you get that. I want to see more about the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here? Okay, that was fast. Seven of Cups. Okay. So there's been some type of delay because of detail, right? The details of this of the situation, the players involved, who said what happened on this day, there's been discrepancies over details. Someone says this happened, they say it today. Oh, this happened. What happened with Cindy, or what happened with John, or what happened with whoever? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Ask them 2 weeks from now. They say something completely different. There's a confusion over the details. And that could be why things are being held up. That could be why maybe this won't fall out except until a couple months from now. Maybe. Seven of Cups could also be maybe not purposeful delay, but scrambling. Like somebody knows they don't have all the information, so they procrastinate, they delay. something like that. Someone is basically playing games. And that kind of is the thing that blocks the chariot, because the chariot is always about forward progression, moving to the next thing, moving forward in a healthful way, or in a peaceful way, inspired way, with purpose. We move forward with the chariot. But this is being held up because someone is in that bullshit kind of energy of delays, of falsifying, of lying, deceiving, or saying one thing today and then 2 days later they say something completely different. So they're confused and or they're playing games. Okay? But ultimately, I think this will come out. It's just slow to get to that point. Slow to get to that point. Okay? Cindy, I hope that helped you. Where are we at? Ooh, a little bit close to an hour. All right, let's see. What have I missed? I can't wait to get some glasses. I swear to God. And I was told I didn't need them, but like, what have I missed? Ashley Nicole, welcome to the chat. Thank you for stopping by if you're still here. Thank you, Anaya and Nicole, for being my wonderful mods. Keep up the good work, ladies. Next question will be from Ashley. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Going for alimony and lying on income. I was isolated by your entire family. Okay. You are very good. I'm truly understanding you. Thank you very much. All right, Cindy, you're so welcome. You're very welcome. I'm sorry for like taking 15 years to get caught up on the chat. But again, these eyes are not what that optometrist told me they were 2 years ago. So next question is from Ashley. Have I met the person I will marry one day? Let's find out. For Ashley Nicole, has she met the person she will marry one day? Which deck? Really? Or this one? Okay, thank you. I was like, that was a little unsure there. And when I'm asking like which deck, I'm asking my guides. I like them to be as a part of this reading as I am. So let's find out for Ashley Cole. Has she met the person she will marry one day? Has she met the person she will marry one day? Ashley Nicole met the person she will marry one day. And again, I thank everybody who's here tonight. My mods, of course, you guys have been here from the start. We're gonna get together after we're done. Get some fun in before the night is over. But I thank you both for being great supporters of my work. I appreciate you both. Ashley Nicole, has she met the person she will marry one day? That's the last one. Thank you. Ashley Nicole, has she met the person she will marry one day? All right. I think that's 4. If it's 5, we're going to have to go more. Or we're going to have to, yep, that's 5. So those go back in. So your first card out is the Six of Cups. That's pretty good, considering if you want to know if you've met them already. Probably. Ashley Nicole, has she met the person that she will marry one day? I still don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. Why am I dropping every single card tonight? I'm like footseeing my own card. Give me a second. Jesus. I don't know what this, you know what? Mercury, that's what they're doing to me. There, I finally got it. All right, High Priestess is the last card, and the second card in the middle is the Queen of Swords. So, Ashley, for you, you've got Six of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess. And again, these decks about death and shit, skeletons and whatnot. Again, I don't even care about Halloween, but these decks always speak to me. Now, Ashley, have you met this person? Probably. Between the Six of Cups and the High Priestess, I feel like you already know. You guys probably have a very I feel like you have this knowing of this person. Yeah, they want me to put these together? Put these together? Yes, thank you. And I cut my nails, which was a mistake. Anyway, Six of Cups and the High Priestess. You have a knowing already. You may know this person from your childhood or younger years, younger adult years, maybe. But there's this connection between you, if not in this lifetime, another lifetime, because of that High Priestess that goes with it. If you met them like 2 years ago, you have this recognition with this person that feels like I've known you somewhere before 2 years ago, right? You recognize something about this person. And you distrust yourself, or they distrust themselves, or there's an element of distrust, because the thing about the High Priestess is there's this energy of knowing and recognition of being attached to, or somehow aligned with some inner knowing, intuition. If you're into this work, maybe, you pray about it, or you meditate, or whatever you believe in, right? But because the High Priestess does not actually communicate in ways that we as humans can appreciate verbally, right? Visually. It's not like, you wake up and there's like a message on your bathroom mirror. Yes, that's the person you're going to marry. It's not concrete, but you feel it. But your brain is like, I don't know. But everything you feel, ever since you've met this person, has been like, that's the one. That's the one. And probably not as strongly as I'm saying it right now. That's the one. That's the one. It's probably been like, that's the one. Very quiet. It hasn't like shouted out at you. Or there are moments where it's like super intense and you're just like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can believe that, because you think you're making it up. Or they think this, or you both think this. So when you hang around this person, when you talk to them, it could be a little discombobulating. This figure is like trying to keep balance of those 6 cups, not using a tray, very amateur, very amateurish, okay? But there's this lack of balance, lack of being able to properly assess the situation or handle the situation, not able to carry the load, could be very overwhelming for you emotionally. High Priestess, secondary major for Cancer, sometimes Pisces for other readers. So this is probably you. You probably have this emotional depth when you connect with this person and you read them. You can like see into them. It's like, God, there's something about you and me. You and me. There's something between us. Now, we'll clarify that, because you asked, will you marry this person? What I'm mostly seeing is that you're connected deeply, spiritually, soulfully, whatever, this life, past life, whatever you believe in or don't believe in. Yeah, that's affirmed. But will you marry this person? Queen of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they could be an air sign. They don't have to be. Like I said in someone else's previous reading, this is the card of someone who is a divorcee. This is not an overly emotional character. Male or female, doesn't matter. They're very charming in the sense of their intellect. You like their mind, you like the way they think, the way they articulate themselves, the way they express themselves. They might not be attractive to other people, but you're like, oh my God, everything about them is just amazing. And they might feel the same way about you. But there is this caution, because one of the things I always take about this particular depiction of the Queen of Swords is look at how she's holding that sword across her back. In 2 seconds, she could grab onto that handle and take a swing at you. So there's an intense side to this person, a defensive side to this person. If you see the cute and cuddly side, count yourself lucky. If you see the vulnerable side of this person, count yourself lucky. So, and the element of the Queen of Swords, again, that divorcee energy, that experienced woman or man, I'm only saying a woman because there's a female. I'm assuming your name is Ashley. I'm assuming you might be a heterosexual lady. So this could be your guy. But, and no offense if you're into women, I don't want to assume anything. But this person is defensive because of where they've been in life. They've had some relationships in the past where they've been burned, or they've had some relationships in the past where they were the person who burned other people. And so they're like, oh, I'm just a piece of shit, or I'm not good in relationships, or I don't know how to commit, whatever. So there's that tentative pushback or arm's length that this person keeps you at, or you feel would come up if you guys were to pursue a relationship. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Let's get some more information on the Queen of Swords for Ashley. The connection is true, but will you marry this person? Queen of Swords, again, that divorcee energy. They literally could have been married before. And they're bitter about it. A lot of people get turned off. Like, I've been divorced. I've been married. Never again. A lot of people turn to that mindset. So if you want, the wedding bells and, the commitment legally or through, your God, your faith, this person might not be into that. Could you commit to them? Could you have a relationship? Maybe. But let's clarify. I want to see for sure. Please clarify the Queen of Swords for Ashley, please. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Give me more insight into the Queen of Swords, what this person is all about. Oh. More insight into the Queen of Swords, please. Okay. Hangman, yeah. They're not sure. Give me one more. Clarification on the Hangman, or excuse me, the Hangman. The Queen of Swords. Yep. And the Seven of Pentacles. They are not sure. They are guarded like a mother. A mother, They're very guarded. They're very unsure. They might be going through a certain reinterpretation is the word they're giving me with the Hangman. They're reinterpreting or reconsidering their position, their life, their everything. Okay, they're everything. Seven of Pentacles could have a lot to do with their money or their foundation, but this person is being very mental about whatever's going on between the two of you, or just their life in general. Hangman, secondary major for Pisces, so there you are. So there is emotions here. Six of Cups, High Priestess, and the Hangman. All that's water. But you have a very strong mental competitor, or somebody who doesn't want to get lost in the fantasy or they don't want to get wrapped up in their emotions. So they're pulling back, like I told you, arm's length, right? Even with the Seven of Pentacles, this guy looks like he's behind bars, or he's behind some type of, like sometimes when you go to the bank and they've got like that wall between you, or if you go to like the corner store and there's like the plastic, the bulletproof glass, like, what do you want? Let me get a pack of smokes, and you slide the money on, you know what I mean? This person is removed from their emotions at this time. If they are divorced or divorcing, or they have ties with someone from a previous relationship, that could take over. Like, that can really make someone like turned off I deal with my ex. I deal with the alimony. I deal with payments or I almost said childhood payments. What do you call it? Child support. Thank you. There's a lot of things that keeps this person wrapped up. However, I think they know that you guys are connected, but they can't prioritize that right now. They can't think about that right now. So will you marry this person? They'd have to let their guard down. I feel from your side, which I think again is that Six of Pentacles and the High Priestess, I feel you're very much like, I'm down for it. My guides are telling me, my gut tells me, my intuition tells me that we are meant to be. But, that's the thing about a soul contract or soulmates. You don't always sit on the same page at the same time. So I'm just getting like this maybe, maybe, maybe. And the way I laid the cards on the table, I'll show you, is I put these two on top of the Queen of Swords. So you see how far removed the Queen of Swords is now that I put these two in the front? This is in the forefront of this person's life right now. They're not even, they can't think of anything else other than, am I making the right moves? What do I need to change in my life? They're hung up in their mind, counting their pennies maybe. So maybe is the best I could feel for you, because I don't think that's the thing about the Queen of Swords. She could be convinced. It's an uphill battle to convince that person. And that's the thing. Do you need to convince them? Do you want to convince them? If they're shut off from their emotions, if you were looking to get married sometime in 2020 or 2021, you might be waiting a while. You see what I mean? So maybe, okay, maybe. All right, Ashley, I hope that helped you. Because, girl, that sounds like a pickle. Let's see where we are in the chat. Wow, I feel like that was a long time ago, because the last time I checked, it was like just about an hour, and we're only not even at an hour and 10. So you guys are rolling eyes at each other. What are you talking about? 34 on Monday. Happy birthday. Tired of being single? Girl, don't I know it? Don't I know it? I just put something up on my Facebook about that. But what can you do? Happy birthday to you on Monday. I hope you have an amazing birthday. Ramen? Who has ramen? I want ramen. Happy birthday, Ashley. All decks are slippery. I normally don't drop the cards on the floor, so this is kind of weird. Oh, people are flaky in Vegas. I could believe it. That's a town. Like, no offense, but like, who says, you know what? I'm looking for love in my life. I'm going to move to Vegas. If someone makes that decision, they were ill-advised. Nervous energy. Me? Never. I rarely get nervous. You all should know that. You all should know that Jay is rarely ever nervous about any damn thing. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You came for a vacation, but you never left. That's amazing. Well, good for you for moving down to Vegas and staying there. Congratulations. I couldn't do it. I've never even been, but I'm pretty sure Vegas is not a town for me. All right. So if anyone doesn't have any questions, we're going to move on to health and wellness, right? I think that's usually what we go. Wrong state. Wrong state. You want to live in a different state? Where would you like to live? In the big old Bertha that is America. Health and wellness for Pisces. Yeah. Well, yes. All right. Going back to the Vanessa Tarot deck. Somewhere where people are nicer? Well, I don't know. I'm no authority on American sensibilities. I feel like the Midwest is probably nice. They might be nice out there. Ah, true. You should listen to Nicole. She's been around the country. Health and wellness for Pisces. Health and wellness for Pisces, please. Messages for Pisces dealing with their health and their wellness. Yeah, when we were down in Georgia, it was pretty nice. South Carolina, I'm already like so because of you being in North Carolina. South Carolina, really? Is there stuff to do in South Carolina as compared to like Georgia? Health and wellness for Pisces. Good, thank you. What is up with my decks? Messing with me, Mercury. Health and wellness for Pisces. Health and wellness for Pisces. The moon. 10 of coins. Hey, hey. Health and wellness for Pisces. And the 8 of cups in reverse. Good news, Pisces. Maybe. Feels like you could get something started. Health and wellness in terms of the moon. 10 of coins. And the 8 of cups in, 8 of cups in reverse. All right, so dealing with some long-standing issues with the moon card, things that have gone on for a while that haven't been addressed, that have sort of been swept under the rug. It could be drinking, could be gambling, could be, smoking, all those type of addictive behaviors. And there's more than those, types of addictions that we have. But there's been this avoidance of taking it seriously. Yeah. With the moon card, we kind of play at things. We delve into our fantasies. We delve into our indulgences. Major arcana for Pisces. So you're definitely in your element there, in your wheelhouse, so to speak. And, there is this need to kind of get real and get a grasp on things. But the thing about the moon card and Pisces tendencies is sometimes to be avoidant or a procrastinating energy. But I think you see the deeper impact, or, there's a lot on the line when we talk about the 10 of coins. With the focus. Gotta hide my big potato face. Run, potato face. Hide away. Anyway, 10 of coins. So there's a lot at stake. Like Pisces, if you're having issues with your health, like literally, this is just an example, by the way, to illustrate the point. Pardon me, but let's say you have a health emergency, or you go to your doctor for a checkup and they're like, hey, Pisces, we got to do something about that cholesterol. We got to get that weight off of you. You got to quit smoking, XYZ, XYZ, right? You might put that information off and say, oh, I'll get to it, or, you continue on with what you normally do. But at some point, it dawns on you, I'm risking a lot by allowing this behavior of mine to continue. 10 of Pentacles is legacy, either in your family, with the people that you know and love, or your money, or both. But there's just this established circumstance or circle of people around you that mean a lot to you. And so it's one of those things where, a lot of people, they change their lives because of the other people around them. So I kicked the habit because of my kids, or I dropped the weight because of my spouse, because, they, whatever reason. And if that's your inspiration, if that's what it takes to get the job done, I don't blame you. Or why would I blame you? But like, that's good. Whatever gets the job done, that's good. Also could be to ensure your legacy. Not only is it about passing down, and being around for your family, it's also about starting in some of your cases. Some of you Pisces might be in your early 20s. I want to start a family. I want to get married. I want to, build up my portfolio. I want to be able to, eventually hand something off to my children if I ever had them someday. So there is this interest in getting that work handled or started, or securing it now. If you've already got something to leave to your children, a home, see the big old mansion in the background there, right? You've got property that you could leave to your children, something like that. This could be, if you are, for like maybe one person out there, if you are not in the best of health, maybe you've been given a diagnosis, maybe it's terminal. You need to start setting up shop, or setting your ducks in a row, rather. So in terms of health and wellness, I think, when you're in the moon card, you can be given to fantasy, and you can be in this avoidant energy, but you also are recognizing what you're avoiding. Whether you could, articulate it and point to it exactly, you just know something is awry, and you know something needs to be handled. And the weight of it with the 10 of coins is very apparent to you. Like you're enlightened to it. Like, oh, thank you. See that big orb, whether it be the sun or the moon above that woman's head? It's like a light bulb moment. Oh, aha. I got to take care of this. I got to do this for my family. I got to do this for my kids, right? 8 of Cups in the reverse. Could be stalling, circling the drain. Lacking of motivation. Let's say that. Because as much as I think you might be able to say, I need to do this because of XYZ, my family depends on me, I depend on me, I should, fulfill my own legacy, something like that. This 8 of Cups is like, but no. Or this 8 of Cups is, I don't know how. 8 of Cups is, I don't have the energy or the inspiration, or I don't know. Yeah. It could literally be, I don't know how logistically. If this is about addictions, if this is about bad behaviors in terms of what you put into your body, some of you might not know how to quit. Why did I quote quit? We all know what quitting is. I don't know why I quoted that, but yeah, some of you are just like, you're not sure that you could get it done. So this is like a lacking of certainty, of feeling capable. That took a turn, because I feel like the potential here, that's one of my specialties. I'm very good at seeing potential. But then you get to the 8 of Cups and it's like, and then it kind of fizzles out. Then it kind of peters out. It loses its force. It loses its gumption, Let me see more about the 8 of Cups. What's going on with the 8 of Cups for Pisces in their health and wellness? I want to eat dinner. Temperance. So you got something to do in terms of getting things balanced. And the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. So get real with yourself, Pisces. Temperance and the King of Swords in reverse. You got to get real. This feels like releasing certain lies we tell ourselves. Temperance, major arcana for Sagittarius, could have a Sagittarius of interest. Air sign energy, generally Libra, Aquarius, could have one of those signs of interest, but you don't have to. Pardon me. But yeah, this is like the lies you tell yourself, the misconceptions maybe that's it, the misconceptions you have of yourself. Maybe this is like, you don't feel you would be successful. The 8 of Cups could be, I know what I have to do, but I'm just going to fail. So why even try? It could be that defeatist energy. And like I said, that's a lie you tell yourself. That's defeatist energy. And you have to find balance with that. You can't get anywhere. You can't accomplish your goals or your dreams, or take care of your health and your wellness if you already think you're going to fail. So it's this mindset. Yes, with the King of Swords in reverse, it's a mindset. It's the way you talk to yourself, the way you dialogue with yourself that needs to change, that needs to find balance, that needs to be in a healthier position. And, on my channel, I talk about it a lot. This could involve therapy for some of you. If you find you're lacking in a firm foundation, or you're lacking the ability to build up this 10 of Cups energy, or excuse me, 10 of Coins energy for yourself or your family, or you think you're going to screw it up in some type of way, this could be, talking with a professional, airing those ideas or perceptions you have of yourself in order to get over them. That's just a suggestion. I'm not a fucking therapist, so, but that's what this feels like. It feels like you can, again, this potential is there, but then there's like a lack of, like, the locomotion of it is just like chugga 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 chugga, and then it's like chug 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 chug, and it just slows to a halt. So maybe that's it. You get really, really excited to do something, and you feel really inspired, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to change my life. And then you're like, but no, and you lose your inspiration. So that's a struggle. I understand. But the potential to do it is there, because I feel you already recognize the problem, or you recognize what you need to work on, ballpark at least. You just need to connect all the dots, so to speak. Okay? So it's health and wellness for Pisces. Where are we at? Ooh, almost an hour and a half. We're doing it, guys. And by we, I mean we. You and me. We're doing this. All right, let's see what I've missed in the chat. I think you guys are just like having conversation with yourselves, which I appreciate and I support. Go ahead and do it. Ashley, you're going to move to the South? That's awesome. Oh, Minnesota. Okay. Stephanie Dennis, hi. Welcome to the chat. I don't think I saw that name earlier. If any Pisces are out in the chat and you guys have a question, go ahead and type it out into the chat box for me. My mods will keep a note of it for me, and I will answer you as soon as I can. Over the cold. Yeah, man, it's cold up in Canada, huh? I would ask where you're from in Canada, but my understanding of Canadian geography is absolute zero. No, I don't even know I think Toronto is on the East Coast. I could be wrong. Oh, hi, Stephanie. I'm mad you said wafer. Will you stop? Just not Alabama or Mississippi. Got you. Wow. Well, thank you, Stephanie, for coming by the chat. And everybody else who's been here all night. If you've just come in, that's awesome too. I think we're going to move on to love, because, yeah, that's the last one before we skedaddle on out of here. Oh, man, I'm getting congested. Love for Pisces. Love and romance. Love and romance for Pisces. Let's see. Love and romance for Pisces, please. Which deck? They're like bouncing all over these decks. It's kind of weird. Love and romance for Pisces. Which deck? Ooh, that felt pretty good. Yeah. We're going to go back to the zombie deck. Ooh. Oh, Stephanie is an Aries. All right, well, I expect to see you in about a month with your question for me. You and Anea. But everybody's welcome in these chats, by the way. Even if you're just sitting here watching and you have no question, that's totally okay with me. Aries unite. Nice. Pisces, love and romance. Let's get some messages for the love life of Pisces. Come on. Love and romance for Pisces, please. Insights for Pisces at this time concerning love and romance. I really want some kind of hot soup. Ah! Love and romance. That's the last one. Thank you. Oh, please, Nicole. You guys are going to start a zodiac war in the chat. That's hilarious. Love and romance for Pisces. Thank you for not falling to the floor, Mr. Card. I appreciate you. Love and romance for Pisces. Oh, no. Whoa. Love and romance for Pisces. Whoa. That's too many. Too many. Let's try that again. Two. One more, please. Thank you. It's 4. Oh my God. Nothing fell to the floor. Amazing. However, Pisces, these all came face down. Shh. Secrets. Things not being revealed. Queen of Swords. King of Wands. And the World and the 8 of Hazards, aka 8 of Pentacles. Well, Pisces, let's see what you're doing. Queen of Swords. Here she is again. This has come out a lot tonight. This defensive divorcee energy. King of Wands also came out earlier for someone's question. The World also came out before. Man, a lot of repeating energies for Pisces tonight. And then the World and the 8 of Hazards, aka 8 of Pentacles. All right. That's kind of on the money, but this is totally what it feels like. This totally feels like Pisces. Like, look at this old lady in this chair, smiling at us, but she's also holding up that automatic rifle or that automatic weapon. Come on in, dear. Let's have a chat. So there's like this feeling of like Pisces is smiling and welcoming in terms of in their dating life, but they're very cautious as well. Like, take one step closer, and if you're not acting right, I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking face. Like, this is like, I'm open, I'm cheerful, I'm smiling, I'm warm, I'm welcoming. However, you put one foot out of line and I'm gonna blast you. You put one foot out of line and I'm gonna cut you off. That's what that feels like. So either I heard that. So it's like no tolerance, no bullshit. The patience of Pisces is like this, and there's just this energy of I'll talk with you very logically. Pisces is not in this dreamy state of what could be, what could be, what could be, you know, what's the there's no like getting lost. You know, Pisces has that energy or that trait of giving into their emotions, giving into their fantasies. And like I was saying earlier about me connecting with the reading, seeing the potential of something. The Queen of Swords is like, fuck potential. What's the detail here? What's the real thing? What's the certifiable thing that I can measure here in this connection? If you're dating one person, if you're dating several people, if you're already committed, it's like, look, let's put it all out here on the table. Let's have no, dog and pony show type stuff. No smoke and mirrors. Queen of Swords means business. So Pisces means business right now in terms of love and romance. King of Wands, potential suitor maybe. They're not a match. Don't run away with that. They're not a match because they are both a king and a queen. So they match in the sense of they're both masters of their respective suits or respective elements. But they're not a match because the King of Wands can be a little more showy, can be a little more showboaty. Somebody who wants to have a good time, who wants to enjoy themselves, who does put value in pleasure and can enjoy frivolous behavior, right? Queen of Swords is very no nonsense. So there's this, in some of your cases, Pisces, you might want to get serious with a person and they're kind of like, let's just see where it goes. Let's just see where it goes. Doesn't mean, though, that the King of Wands always is like this, but when I'm feeling this energy coming up against the Queen of Swords, and this King of Wands is a whole lot more hands off, a lot less rigorous or structured than the Queen of Swords. Like I'm getting like, have a good time, have a good time, have a good time. The King of Wands wants to have a good time. The Queen of Swords could be into that, but again, if there's something about the way the King of Wands has a good time that the Queen of Swords doesn't necessarily like, she'll cut it off. You know, that could be down to just like, where do you want to go for dinner? Red Lobster, give me the cheddar biscuits. King of Wands. I was thinking we should go for like Greek food. Nah, we're not going for Greek. This date is canceled. Now, I'm not saying that Pisces is being petty, but it is like this. They're a match because they're both masters. They're both very assured and very fleshed out fleshed out characters. Self-possessed, that's the word. Thank you. Self-possessed people. You know what you like, they know what they like. But sometimes those things don't overlap or mesh well together. And I feel that Pisces is wanting to communicate about that or would be willing to. And the King of Wands is kind of like, well, just because we don't like the same restaurants doesn't mean XYZ. Like they're kind of like, why does that make or break our relationship? Now, I'm only using the restaurants thing as an example. It could be something very serious. It could be something of, Pisces might say, I want to get married within 2 years. I want to have, kids within 2 years. I want to, move here. And the King of Wands is kind of like, let's just see how it goes. Maybe in 2 years you'll feel differently. One of those things. I'm gonna wait you out. See if you change your mind on those kids, something like that. This King of Wands might play more games than Pisces is necessarily wanting to deal with or is ready and willing to, snip, snip. Oh, you want to play games? Get out of my life. Something like that. Maybe. Now, that could make sense. With the World card and the Eight of Hazards, aka Eight of Pentacles, World card. I mean, look at the depiction. The world's on fire. It's getting blown up. So that's like the potential of an ultimate ending, which also is the simultaneous beginning of something else. But there's like this do or die energy here with the World card. It's either going to be like that or it's not. It's going to be like this or it's not. There's no middle ground. That's definitely coming from Pisces. No middle ground. And I mean that shit. Eight of Pentacles or Eight of Hazards in this deck. I mean it. So there's this standing of your ground, Pisces, being very firm in what you want. Some of you, again, like I said, you want to travel the world or you want to move somewhere and your partner's kind of like, but I like it here. And you're like, we live in a 1-bedroom. The rent here is out of proportion. We need to move into a house. But I'm comfortable. I like living in the city. And you're kind of like, listen, bub or bubette or whatever it is. Like for the long-term goals, we can't continue to live here. It's too much with the rent. It's not feasible. I'm not happy, whatever. And the potential, if you can look at the bottom of the card, is look at what we could have. We could have something cozy and domestic, living in a little bunker while the world is burning on the on the top side, right? So I don't doubt that for those where you have someone of significance right now, or if you're meeting someone, there's no doubt in my mind that Pisces has an idea of what they want. The trouble is getting other people on that train. Now, is Pisces going to strong arm somebody into agreeing with them? No. Is Pisces going to be down or disappointed if someone doesn't agree with them or doesn't share their same vision for the future? Yes. But the firmness of it is what I'm into. Firmness. Always my favorite thing for Pisces to get into. Being fucking firm. Okay? Queen of Swords, the World, and the Eight of Pentacles. You've worked hard for this. This has been something you have cultivated for yourself, or it's a goal that you're working on now. If it is to be married, if it is to move, if it is to move in together, if it is to have a family, start a family, have 4 more kids on top of the 5 you already have, whatever it is, you are brick by brick laying this out for yourself. If someone else doesn't want to be on that train, that sucks. You don't like that, but you got to do it. The World card. Endings and beginnings. You don't want to be married to me? Fine. Go away. In Pisces, I'm a Leo, so I'm saying it differently than a Pisces probably would. But you don't want to be married to me? You don't want to be married at all? Okay, bye. Right? That's how I would say it. And my mods already know. There's a certain line when it's just like, okay, bye. But Pisces is more like, you don't want that? Oh, that disappoints me. That makes me a little bit sad. But ultimately, again, I feel there's like more firmness here than not. And I like that for Pisces. That's progress as far as I'm concerned. That's progress. So the misalignment between what you want and what someone else wants in terms of love and romance, whether you're married or single or whatever it is, it doesn't matter, is really kind of the story here, is really kind of the crux of the matter, is what do they want versus what do you want, and how do those two things intersect, if they intersect at all. I don't think I need to clarify anything. That was like a clear message. Hooray, eureka. Beautiful. All right. Thank you all for the likes and the subscribes and the sharing, whatever you guys are doing with the channel to keep your girl afloat. I do appreciate it. Let me go ahead and check back in with the chat. Are you guys like still bickering about zodiacs? Patience is, yeah, man. You Aries. First of all, Anea, you're just you're like always wanting, when's the Aries video coming? I'm like, whenever. You're making soup. Damn you. I want soup too. All right. Thank you, mods, for being on top of the chat. And yes, thank you for, Anea, I'm going to buy you a cookie or something. I'm going to buy you something nice to reward you for being an amazing moderator. Dawn, you're welcome. Thank you for sticking in here. Were you the first question I had tonight? That's a shame. I got no short-term memory these days. None. Absolutely none. But yes, thank you, Dawn, and everybody else who's been here tonight. That's pretty much it. I've done the general up until the live. No more questions have come through, so we're going to wrap this up now. I'll buy you strawberries. How about that? I'll buy you a package of strawberries. Thank you, Kamal. I appreciate it. You're my favorite. This type of reading, I will do it in a month for Aries. So I know Anea will be here. Stephanie, I hope you're here. I think I'm going to start doing the March monthlies, maybe tomorrow, maybe. I don't know if I'm ready to do it. I feel good doing this, but recording anything has been like not in my forte recently, but I'm gonna try and get those out next week. So hopefully if you guys are looking forward to those messages, hopefully I will have them up soon. If anything, I'm gonna make myself do it. I'm gonna force myself, because this is the reason I started this channel, was to continue to do this type of work. Anyway, so Live with Aries will be sometime next month, probably around now. So the first or second week in April, you can look forward to that. And Pisces, thank you guys so much. I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Thank you again for coming out. Bye.